Hey guys, it's Wayne. I just wanted to let you guys know that me and Rum on this episode really screwed the pooch on it. We kind of weren't really like paying attention to what we were talking about. And this episode is actually number 351, not 451. I mean, even though we are excited we've gotten to 350 episodes, we kind of talked about it like we were at 450. We do know that we're only at 351, and I don't know, maybe it's because I'm sick, maybe it's because Rum's sick in the head, maybe it's because I'm shitty with numbers. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? Who really cares? But anyway, we are grateful that we are at 351, and we are grateful that everybody has joined us and listened to us through all these episodes. We will still be doing something big for episode 500. We will probably do something big for 400 as well. So be on the lookout for all that good stuff, and enjoy this episode. It's a little fucking weird, and it's just me and Rum, but it's great. It's good times. Thank you. Keep it metal. And welcome back to the Metal Hand of God podcast.
Is there a musical?
You like that? The most dangerous podcast on the internet.
So dangerous.
And there, like we talked last episode that Rum wasn't on, but we are so dangerous that not even Bill Cosby can stand us. It's so awesome.
That is pretty damn cool, man.
Yeah, like he can't even listen to us because he'll get in trouble.
It happens, we're like an addiction. You want to give it up, but you just can't.
You can't do it. You cannot do it.
So, other than that amazing news last time around, I heard there's some amazing news in Louisiana when it comes to the great food chain explosion that's happening down there.
I don't know how great the food chain explosion is, but we do have an interesting things happening down here.
Cool.
Today, you had mentioned that I had said this before, but I don't really recall saying this. I may have said that I wanted it to happen, or someone said maybe that it was possibilities that it was gonna. I don't know. Yeah. But whatever it is actually going to happen. They haven't picked the spots for them yet, but there will be two. Count them, two. One, two. Wahlburgers franchises in New Orleans. So that'll be pretty interesting. I mean,
what is the thing other than who's associated with it? Is it kind of like a Five Guys? What is it?
Kind of. It's like a gourmet hamburger place. Like they have like all kind of specialty burgers and stuff. It's not just like Five Guys where you can just go in and say, I want a 1 or a 2, and then I want like everything on it or half of things on it. It's not like that. It's like you actually have specialty burgers. There's like stuff named after each one of the brothers, and certain people in their lives, they got to make sandwiches, shit like that. It's a pretty interesting little place.
It'd be interesting to try it. I mean, I've the chain's been out for a while. It's pretty popular up north.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's where they're from.
It started up in Boston because I think that's where they're originally from.
They're from Boston.
They make where you find some liberty and some baked beans.
Beans. They like them beans.
Loving the beans.
The beans.
And the bull terriers. The
Boston Bull Terrier.
They love it.
Yes. Why do we sound like that's terrible?
Gonna be interesting. I mean, like any place actually needs more fast food restaurants.
Right.
But
I mean,
something different to pick from,
I think they pride themselves on like actually not being a fast food. It is fast food, but
it's faster than it's like Zaxby's fast. Zaxby's, to me, I hate Zaxby's.
Well, I never had it, so I couldn't tell you.
It's overrated, slow food.
Well, honestly, I can't really tell you a place like in my own thought that is not really fast food. I mean, if I get my food within like 20 minutes from wherever I'm at, I still think that's pretty good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, but I don't know how fast Wahlburgers is. Is it going to be kind of that place we went to down there? It sounded like it was Pittsburgh for a second.
The one in the quarter.
No, the one when we went out towards that hobby place, and we've eaten there twice now. The burgers.
The one out towards the hobby place.
Me and Adam, we went down there, and they had like the macaroni and cheeseburger and all this other sorts of burgers. So they're really, really good.
I don't remember.
The only place that I think all three of us have ever eaten together, other than Golden Corral.
Now we've ate a couple places together, man.
I mean, you know what I mean. That was. What's the name of the comic book place?
Oh, you're talking about next to BSI. You're talking about
Not next to BSI.
No.
We drove a ways for this.
Mugshots. Yes. Probably is kind of something like that.
Okay. They're good burgers there.
Yeah. I think these guys have, they use like different cuts of meat and shit like that for their burgers. And I mean, the guy who actually created it, one of the Wahlburgers, is an actual chef. Right, and they actually have the Wahlburgers burger joints are basically like a subsidiary to, you like that I use that big word, to like his bigger restaurant. He has a bigger restaurant called Alva Nova or something like that. Alma Nova. It's named after his mother, but it's like a fancy fucking restaurant. And then he came up with the idea to do the Wahlburgers as like the hamburger joints,
like a play on the name,
right? Because that's what they were. They said that they came up with the name because that's what they were teased. Like that name was their name being teased as kids. Like people would call them Wahlburgers.
And the most famous Wahlburger is.
Well, I don't know. There's two that are really fucking famous.
Well, okay, the two.
I mean, you got Mark Wahlberg or Mark Wahlberg, whatever you want to call him. I still call him Marky Mark. He probably hates that shit, but Mark Wahlberg is, of course, been in fucking countless movies that are incredible, and
TV show.
He's really good, and of course we have
Donnie
Wahlberg, who's on Blue Bloods, and who is also one of the founding members of the New Kids on the Block.
That's right, which are now back out on tour.
They are. I know.
They're back out on tour, and it's going to be kind of weird, don't you think? If you're in a band like that, and I was thinking about today. They were in a band, New Kids on the Block. They were very popular. I mean, they really were. I mean, they were like the boy band Beatles of that generation. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, they were like the next coming of Christ for these chicks that are like our age now.
That's the thing. The same people that are like going nuts about this reunion are the same fans they had when these fans were like
12,
like 15.
12, man. 10, 12.
Now they're 50-year-old women or whatever.
Yeah. Motherfucker, don't tell us that we that old. We ain't that old shit.
No, I'm just saying. But their
fan base probably is from the ages of 30 to 60.
I just find it kind of weird how that would be kind of a weird sensation being on stage, remembering all the screaming young girls, and now you're looking out and seeing
women throwing dentures at you.
Yes, like screaming senior citizens.
I would come up there, Donnie. I'd come up there and ride your dick if I didn't think I'd break a hip.
Donnie's gonna die by drowning in granny panties.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. It'd be like a mountain of old school underwear just being thrown. Like most of them look like pieces of parachute.
The parachute pant type thing. Yeah. That someone could like die and slip on a cloth.
I'm gonna have to tell Caitlin, like, when you get older, hopefully I'll be dead by then. But when she gets older, just don't wear underwear. Fuck it. Don't put those fucking things on.
Yeah. Just wear fruit roll-ups.
Right?
So, it's functionable until you need a snack. And then you got something.
I like that. I like that a lot. That's a good idea.
Dig down deep and pull out a watermelon peel strip. Nice.
That right there just kind of was just kind of awful, but it was still good in the same way. It was kind of like salty sweet, right?
Yeah, it's salty. So it's like Thai food.
Yeah, there you go. Old lady vagina. It tastes like Thai food.
Thai food, what about?
That's really weird.
Speaking,
that's
again,
gonna be. I'm gonna name the show this. It's gonna be. It's gonna be. What else tastes like Thai food is what's gonna be the name of this fucking episode.
But there's another band that's completely that no one would probably, most people aren't going to remember.
Okay.
And I guess some will. I guess Jefferson. Was it Jefferson Airplane?
Is it Airplane or Starship?
I never know anymore. Which one is it?
I don't know if I think it's the same band. They just decided to upgrade.
One that had Grace Slick.
Wow. Who had the oil slick? I don't remember.
No, Grace Slick.
Oh,
oil slick.
If it had oil slick, they need to fix that Airplane or whatever Starship.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the one that Grace Slick was in, she's not going to be in it anymore. But the band has got a new front woman.
Well, that's
singing.
pretty fucking cool. Except for the fact that Grace Slick is not in the band, and she really was the reason to go see that band.
Was it? Then didn't they? The one I'm thinking of. Then they do the "We Could Build This Together." What? Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now was the name of the song. That was the last thing they did, I think.
I think so. Nothing's gonna stop us. Yeah, that's it.
Something that sounded like from the Full House soundtrack or something.
Kinda. It's in almost like every early 90s, late 80s fucking song. That's what it was. Yeah.
And they don't do songs like that anymore. There's nothing. I mean, you can hear stuff on the radio.
There's a reason.
Going out, but there's nothing iconic that's going to be that catchy that they're going to,
Oh, come on, man. You mean My Milkshakes Bring All the Boys to the Yard is not
was a one-hit wonder from
not a catchy song?
10 years ago, dude.
I mean...
But that's nothing you're going to have on a TV show.
No,
there's
I know.
a lot of those songs and from they used to be on TV shows and in movies.
Well,
but
yeah.
you're not getting anything like that now as much as you did from back then. You know what I'm
fuck
saying?
no, dude. You're not going to.
I mean, I remember just going to buy movie soundtracks because every song on the soundtrack was so fucking cool.
Right?
I mean,
but that doesn't happen anymore because they have really shitty people out there.
Yeah, this one pops in my head. It was a bad example, but like the Top Gun soundtrack.
Oh, Jesus.
That was a popular. There was good songs for that era on that soundtrack. The Ghostbusters soundtrack, all sorts of shit like that. I mean, it had what was it? Who was that? Ray Parker Jr. was on that, and a bunch of other fucking people were on that damn thing. Even Ghostbusters 2 soundtrack was good. But you don't have that anymore. I mean, you can listen to the radio now, and you've got I don't know if Justin Bieber. There's nothing on Bieber. Bieber's not in the movie. But neither's Psychosocial from Slipknot.
Right.
Why are they not signing contract deals to do movies? The only people who are doing movies is Adele. That's it. All she's doing is fucking James Bond movies.
I agree. There is nothing that you will ever find on a movie soundtrack anymore, like music-wise, pop-wise, or any music that is catchy or going to keep you. Now, the soundtracks that are interesting now are the ones that are more like stuff done by John Williams or like classical shit like that. That's all you're gonna find lately. That's interesting.
I think the last movie soundtrack I bought was the Blade soundtrack.
Coochie coo, motherfucker.
But I mean, it was cool. It had some good club music on it and some interesting mixes and things. But it really wasn't something I think the one before that was the music from The Craft. That was a decent soundtrack. And then
I'm trying to think of what I think. To be honest with you, the last soundtrack I bought was the soundtrack for Judgment Night.
Really?
Because that fucking soundtrack was so good. I just what? Fuck all these other soundtracks. This is the shit.
I never actually listened to it.
It was like back when they first started doing this. They would take a band, and then they would take a rap group, and they'd put them together, and they make them do a song.
Okay.
And they did this on the entire album, and it was fucking incredible. Ice-T and Slayer did a song together.
Oh, that's bizarre.
Yeah, right? One of my favorites was Faith No More did a song with the Booyah Tribe.
Weird.
So it was like these gigantic fucking Samoan dudes doing a song with little bitty Mike Patton.
Yeah, but same energy.
Oh, and yeah, and it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of really good. Helmet did a song with, who the fuck did Helmet do the song with? I can't even remember who Helmet did a song with, but it was really good. Like all the bands were incredible.
Yeah, Helmets. That's a band I miss.
Fuck, me too, dude. They actually put out a new album recently, and it just wasn't there. I mean, it was good. It was decent. It just wasn't. It wasn't Helmet.
Yeah.
It's the singer trying to grasp for straws.
And it's tough when you peak so early, and then it just.
They lasted a while. I mean, they did like 5 albums, before they disappeared in obscurity, and then all of a sudden they decided to come back. I saw them about 10 years ago again. They sold out a venue that was like 3 times the size of the House of Blues. And wow. I was so impressed. I was like, wow, Helmet's back, And then they actually had, it was the, I can't remember the singer's name anymore. It was kind of a...
Nathaniel Tinklebottom.
It was something like that. But Nathaniel was singing still. But he had one of the bassist was now the bassist from Anthrax, and also Charlie Benante from Anthrax was playing drums for Helmet at the time when I saw him. Oh. So it was really fucking cool, It was a really cool show, but it wasn't Helmet, It was the singer doing old songs.
Well, speaking of shows, I had just recently gone to a show.
Yes, you were telling me about that.
Yeah, it was their first gig. It was a local Myrtle Beach group. They were the King Razors, and it was a kind of rockabilly type, like surf music type thing going on. They were pretty good. They were really, really, they had the look, they had the sound. It was very cool. Their kind of niche is they got kind of a gimmick. And I think it's going to work for them. They're like, if you took a rockabilly band and send them to hell, that's their look. So
pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it was really, they had the right look. The freaking guy had an upright bass. It had fucking devil horns, like the devil horns from the movie, Legendary? The big horns coming out the side of the double bass. The drums, they had a smoke machine inside or underneath the drum somewhere, so on occasion it would like simmer, so it looked like it was just slightly smoking. It was very cool.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was actually really, really good, and they did a great job. The lead singer is fucking huge, but he weighs like 100 pounds. He's super thin and about 6'7".
Yeah.
He had like 8-inch tall hair, so he was even taller. So it was crazy. But yeah, it was a really, really good show. Had an interesting crowd there. It was a mix between kind of like normal tourist type people, heavy bikers, and then the rockabilly crowd.
Cool.
But it was a good show. Really, really good show. It's kind of nice to go and find bands, something new. Oh
yeah, dude, I love listening to new people play.
Yeah. I said, because I was like, hey, they don't have any merch. They have nothing.
They are that new. They are that
new. They were like, you know what? We've worked on about. I was talking to them, and I said we've been practicing about like every day for about almost a year, and they have a total of 14 originals, and we're doing some covers of some interesting covers.
That's pretty cool.
They did a rockabilly version of "Sweet Child of Mine," which was really fucking cool. Really, really cool. It doesn't sound cool, but man, it was badass, because it took me a minute to figure out what the fuck. It was like, I know this song kind of. What is this song? And then he started, and I'm like, oh fucking hey, that's hysterical.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was really, really good. But yeah, I always do, just like you, like finding new artists, new bands. That's what's so great about this show, is being able to find some new people that maybe the rest of the world hasn't heard yet, that are listening to this show, and be like, oh, wow, you got to check this band out. You got to check them out. And then go on to like Bandcamp or their Facebook page or wherever their music is, and check them out. That's what I was kind of hoping to do with these guys. I was like, man, we didn't have anything yet. He said this was kind of like a trial to see how it actually played out. was like, well, you guys did great. And then I gave him one of the cards and said, if you as soon as you get your stuff up and rolling, please give us a call. We'd love to have you on, and I'd like to talk about your music.
Hell yeah.
They were very cool about it. They were really actually happy about it. Yeah, and they all drive extremely cool cars. I mean, the drummer drives a 55 Chevy. They have the rides to match the look. I'll put it to you that way. So very, very cool.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, the upright bassist has a hearse.
Go figure.
Yeah, and of course the bass lays in the back, and very cool stuff. So, but man, what about you? Any new music you've been hearing?
No, not really. I haven't really listened to anything new. There's a new. Well, I take that back. My band played.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, there's that. We did our first show Saturday. It was pretty fun.
Tell me, how'd it go?
It was great. I mean, we talked a little bit about it. Me and Adam did a little bit last time, but no, it was fun, man. It was a really good show. Enjoyed ourselves. We played really fast. I think we played we had 25-minute set, but we played in 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. We were all amped up and just went fast.
Well, that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Did it feel good to get back on stage?
It did. It felt nice. I kept screaming anal at the last band.
Why?
I was getting drunk, and they kept saying this next song's called, and I would scream anal. Over and over and over again. And I don't know why. I just did.
I know why.
Oh, the missus just chimed in. She's here listening.
How you doing, Katana?
How you doing? You heard that? You can answer.
Good.
Good.
Yeah, she's listening. She's got the other headphones on.
Nice.
But yeah, it was fun, dude. It really was. It was a good time. We had a blast. I just kept screaming anal at the bands. And then we went eat at a place called the Duke, which I've mentioned on the show already. But you didn't hear this. I ate a sandwich called the Hangover Sandwich, or Hangover Burger.
There you go.
It was a hamburger with an egg, grits, bacon, cheese, on a biscuit.
What's a hell of a biscuit?
Wait, slathered with sausage gravy, and then a mound of French fries with cheese and sausage gravy on top of that.
Did it come with a complimentary double roll from Charmin?
It was fucking tasty. The only thing I had a problem with was the meat was overcooked.
Really? That was the problem?
That was the only problem. I mean, the gravy was fantastic, but everything else was...
your butt being on tap for the next 4.5 hours?
No, I was good until I got home, and then it exploded. I was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good, dude. It was a really cool place. The owner of the venue we played, which is the Boxer and Barrel, actually owns the Duke, so he owns both places. So that was really cool, you know.
Do they have a small version of that? They could call it the Duke E.
People were saying that, you know, it's called the Duke because that's what you got to do after you eat there. One of the cool things, though, is like has been mentioned before, was they will fry anything that you bring in.
Nice.
People were telling me they like deep fried pizza there.
Cool. It's like here's I'd like you to introduce that. Sharon. Here she is.
Like Pickle from the Scoop podcast. He came to see us play, and he brought 5 different moon pies, and he had them deep fry those fuckers, different flavors. And he said, "You got to try this." And I was like, "Okay." It was wonderful.
Oh, I've had deep fried moon pies before.
I have not. That was the first one, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, they had. That's a big thing in Savannah. They deep fry moon pies.
Yeah, well, we wouldn't know that anymore because you had to leave.
Yep.
You had to leave Savannah because, you know, I mean, it was just only so long before they found all those bodies.
Well, yeah, good thing I sold the house.
Right, exactly. Speaking of which, not selling the house, but, you know, like future endeavors and things like that and past stuff. The last episode that me and Adam recorded, we were by ourselves, of course, because no one else could do it at the time because I think you were busy working, and we were off we were off the Saturday because I played, so we kind of had to, figure out a way to record. So we did it on Monday. We just kind of threw it together. Me and Adam put it together. But it was actually our 450th episode, which is a fucking huge, accomplishment. Yeah. And since you weren't there, this is one of the questions asked by me, is Adam asked, he said, do you have any regrets for the show? Like past things that we've done, or things that we should have done better, stuff like that. Do you have anything? Like I said, basically, my biggest one was basically, that we would have been in a higher echelon level by now. You know what I mean? Like more people listen, but that's not our fault. It's not us. It's anything we did. It's just something I was thinking.
Around 100,000 is pretty damn good, dude. I think I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, I know.
But let me see. No, not really. Well, yeah, no.
Besides having Jessica Cameron on, what was your biggest regret?
Oh, I didn't book her.
No, I know. I'm just saying, I booked her, but I didn't know she was gonna fucking be a shithead.
I heard she died.
No, she's still good. She's still putting out movies.
Oh, maybe it was just a really good dream. Anyway, let's see. Regrets. That's a weird one, dude. I was thinking, the happy stuff, and then the regrets. Maybe. Yeah, really, I don't have any regrets because everything was something we learned from, and we got material out of it. I don't think regrets is what I wouldn't even think of that as a word. Now,
that was what Adam asked. I was just going with what he told me.
No, I think at 450, I'm happy.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty awesome.
I'm happy. What's funny is we started that when I moved here the first time.
I know.
That's really weird now that I think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you did. You just moved there, and you must have just thought of something because I heard.
Yeah, I apparently had an idea.
Cool. Well, and I also asked Adam. I asked him, who was your favorite guest, and Adam, of course, said that he really doesn't like any guests, and it's not the guests themselves that he doesn't like. He just doesn't like to have guests because he feels that us three and Kyle, on all four of us together, make for a better show. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of liked having the guests because that's what I think. That was kind of the original concept, really, wasn't it? Like find people and get some interesting people.
Right. That's how we came up with the idea.
That's what I like about the show is that aspect of it. Personally, I like meeting new and interesting people. With even the guy that's listening right now. Maybe I'd like to meet him. Maybe I want to talk to him or that girl over there, listening with her headphones on. I'd like to listen to or talk to her and see what she's saying.
I'm the same way. I'm kind of like I do like the shows where it's just us. Like now, me and you. It's fucking great. It's cool. We were supposed to have a guest on.
He was a magician, but he disappeared.
Mr. John Armstrong was supposed to be on the show today. He has rescheduled to April 12th, but the reason he had to not be on the show today is because he's actually got something in the works with Disney, which I think is really cool because Adam will be all about that too, and so hopefully that goes through for him, and we'll see what happens on April 12th when he comes back on. So it's pretty neat. So, but he said he's sorry he couldn't be on the show, but he really had to get to this meeting and deal with this stuff. So, which is understandable.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good thing. You're getting. I'd pass this up for Disney too.
Fucking A.
Yeah, fuck that. Numerous times.
Yeah, he's always passed this up for Disney. The fuck I was gonna say. It's okay. You like the guests. I like the guests. Adam doesn't care for them. I'm sure Kyle likes them. I don't really know. We haven't had a chance to talk to him about it yet, but we will. Saturday he's coming. He'll be on the show, so we'll talk to him about it. But what or who is one of the most memorable or favorite guests we've had on for you?
Oh, dude, there's been so many. And I know it's awful. Is for off the top of my head, I remember the show, but I cannot remember his name. One of them. Maybe you can help me out with it.
Sure.
Really super awesome artist. He actually was really cool. He was doing a comic book at the time. He sent us some prints.
Wow, you just, I know who you're talking about.
That guy.
Wasn't is like, I hate to say this, but wasn't it like something like cunt? No, yes, it was Hunt.
Hunt.
I was right. It's something Hunt. Yes.
Hunt.
Yes, that's who it is.
Initial Hunt.
Yes, I do understand.
He has a website. Check it out. Type in Hunt artist. You'll find his stuff.
Andrew Hunt.
Andrew Hunt, because he's an amazing person. That was a really good show. So was
he is an incredible artist, by the way. And I'm sorry, Andrew, that we kind of fucked that up, but yeah, his art is incredible. He sent me
talk to him. I'd like to actually get him back on, see how things are going with him.
Yeah, we could, man. We could do that. I got
Miss Sage. Sage was good.
Sensei, she's actually coming on the show next Wednesday.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
She's making a comeback next Wednesday. Yeah, so we'll have her on.
That was a good episode. Yeah, that was the day that the snake was on my roof.
Yeah, that's right. That was the day. That was that day. She's also a huge fan of the X-Files, and we'll have to see if she finally got to have sex with Mulder.
Yeah, Mulder.
Also, another artist who's been on the show, and I asked to come back because he was one of the reasons we have one of Adam's amazing characters.
He has an amazing character?
You know what I mean. One of his... the character that we hate the most.
Oh, fuck, Mike.
Yes. I asked Dave Pollitt to come back on the show, and he said he'd love to. Dave is a guy who's an artist who actually takes old, like thrift store paintings, like the ones that no one likes, and he paints pop culture icons into the paintings.
Does it so well, it looks like it's original part of the painting. So
yes.
It doesn't look like he just painted something over the painting.
And you can't tell.
You can't tell. That's what's so fucking genius about it. Like one of those shitty, Thomas Kincaid looking paintings. Like a misty forest with a house in the background. Something like off a fucking Christmas greeting card.
It's so fucking cool.
Take that and incorporate like a Yeti snowball fight in the background or something really bizarre that doesn't. It's like, oh, it's part of the. Is this part of it? You know, or the Death Star and like floating above Old English town somewhere. You know, something bizarre.
Yeah, like,
very, very cool.
Recently he's been doing horror movie characters inside of these pictures. Like he had the twins from The Shining. He had Michael Myers. He had a few others. It's really
go
cool.
To Texas Frightmare.
That's what I was thinking, man. He could actually go and make some money.
It's so cool. And he had a very nice wife, if I remember correctly.
He did. I cannot remember her name to save my life, but she was a very sweet young lady that we constantly badgered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another sweet young lady we badgered, or you guys did primarily, was the Archers.
Oh, Honey Butter. Yeah. That's
the butter or buttle?
Honey Butter.
Butter.
Yeah, she was awesome. I'm actually going to email her again to try to get them back on because she's always wanted to come back on the show. We just never got a chance to.
They have had some amazing new videos. You can go out and check them.
Yeah, Unleash the Archers, incredible band. Y'all got to check them out. She's the vocalist for them, and it's some good shit. Email her and tell her the MHOG said hello, Honey Butter. She will know exactly who we are.
Maybe you'll get a free shirt or a picture flicking you off or something.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, some good stuff. No, we've had so many nice guests. We've met so many really awesome people. There's only been literally I can count on one hand and have fingers left of the people I have not liked on the show.
Yeah, me too. I mean, there's only been a couple.
But I mean, that happens. That happens.
And it's not like they start out to be people we don't like. It's not like we don't like
it's
them.
It's like, they're really interesting, but some people just can't interview well. Some people don't know how to talk to people. They're great at what they do.
And some people don't know how to take us because we're not like me and Adam were talking about this on the 450 episode where we kind of talked about all this stuff, you know. But some people just don't know how to take the show.
No,
because we're not a fucking we're not a typical like we're going to ask you these set questions and that's it. No, we don't come in with a set questions. Like, we may have like two.
Yeah, we've got an idea, but we don't talk about them with each other. So we never know what direction this line of questioning may go.
And that's what the reason we like that. I mean, we like that version of it because we don't want to be the typical, hey, we're going to fucking record this show. This is what we got A, B, C. We're going to ask.
We've had some amazing people on the show that have done so many interviews with so many other, like, podcasts or TV interviews or just whatever at different cons and stuff. They've been asked every question you could possibly ask. And, of course, we're going to touch base on some of those. But we want to find out the stuff that nobody else has thought to ask them, like, not just, how did you get started? And it was like, what were you like when you were a kid?
Yeah, like, what do you do besides this?
Yeah, I mean, was this the first thing that you thought of doing when you were started portraying this character, or was this the direction of the music you thought it was going to?
Do you wipe front to back? I mean, shit, people really want to know.
Yeah, and I think it's refreshing for a lot of people, and they've actually made a lot of good comments about how refreshing it is that they're not being asked the same questions they've,
Oh, yeah. Like, we've had adult film stars on the show, several, like, I think 4 or 5.
And we haven't even talked sex with half of them.
No. I mean, there are some that bring it up and are profoundly, that's what they want to talk about, so we go ahead with it. But the majority of them, we really just talk about what they do besides that. We don't, I mean, everybody in the world is going to know or ask the same questions, like, oh, what's the biggest dick you've had, or how many people you fucked. I mean, nobody cares. They have already asked those on 700 million other places. We don't care. I mean,
we want to know, what's your perfect summer day?
What's your favorite hobby? And that's what we did with Miss Sage, and she loves the fact that we talked about the X-Files for almost 30 minutes, and it was great because it was so much fun. So stay tuned for the next installment with her. It's coming soon. I'm telling y'all, she's a really good guest.
She's a great guest. She's a very nice lady. She had some weird pop culture collector toys too, if I remember correctly.
Oh, she did. She's a
big nerd, people. Yeah. Just like you.
Yes, indeed. And she gets naked for money, so it's great.
Just like me.
Yes, exactly like you. Don't tell your wife.
It's all right. I've got a bag of gold dollar coins. Yeah.
Yeah, Rum gets it.
Scrotum. I mean, it's a real bag.
Rum gets hailed on.
Yeah, I get.
It's not rain, bitches. It's hail.
Hail. I'm gonna make it hail up in this bitch.
One of my other favorite guests that has been on was Matt Fraser from fucking American Horror Story.
Yeah, nice guy.
He was awesome. He was funny. He was very drunk when he was on the show, which was.
You guys did that interview, and it was really cool to listen to.
Yeah, it was good because he was a fun guy. He talked about a lot of stuff. I mean, for people who don't know, he played Paul the Paul the Illustrated Seal on Freak Show, and yes, those were actually his arms. He has a deformity, and that's who he is. And he's a great dude, man. He really is awesome. He was fun to talk to. I'm going to try to get him back on the show because it'd be nice to see what he's up to, after all this shit with the Freak Show is over, since it's been over for like 2 seasons now, maybe see what he's up to. I heard he's doing burlesque again.
Yeah, because he was heavy into that as well.
Yeah, well, he was doing it with his wife. His wife is a big burlesque dancer. Like, she's a big, famous burlesque dancer from somewhere, England somewhere.
Had a lot of nice ladies from local down there do burlesque, like Xena Zeitgeist, and we had Remy on, and we had all sorts of people.
Yeah, we've had all kind of people, dude. We range so much on this show of how many different guests we've had on. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm working
to just pigeonhole us as a type of show.
Yeah.
Other people have tried to pigeonhole us and critique and say that we should have more of a direction, but that's not why we started doing this.
No.
A direction is what I have to do day to day. I don't want a direction when I'm doing something like this.
I just want to. It started out as 3 dudes that just wanted to talk about shit.
Yeah.
And it's grown. It's
conversation on shit.
Yeah, and it's grown to now. It's four permanent hosts. We have 2 people doing movie reviews. We have Mart as another host if he ever wants to come on. We have Kevin comes on all the time now. You know, that's 8.
We met Mandy through this. This is great.
Yeah, Mandy was a big fan of the show, and then she started coming on, doing a few things here and there, and now she does most of our graphic work, and she runs the website, and you know, she comes on as a host every once in a while. So it's really fucking cool, man.
A lot of good friends that we've met through the show, and at 450 episodes, it's pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, I love it.
I'm hoping to make a lot more friends, meet everybody out there. I'd like to throw it out for those who might be listening. If you'd like to please leave us a comment, or go back through some of those episodes and let us know some of your favorites. Or if there's somebody that we have interviewed in the past you'd like to hear from again, maybe we can try to get them back on for you.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah, definitely send us messages and stuff, or we will answer everything. Anytime we get a message on Facebook or on our website, I will answer it. Like, I'll answer it, Rum will answer it, even sure. Adam will put his 2 cents in every once in a while.
Usually it doesn't say, because when I answer a message, it just comes up as MHOG.
Yeah, same here. I mean, it does, because we're running.
Somebody's answering you. You know, if not, then one of the panels of 15 lovely ladies that run our phone systems, they'll be glad to do it. So
Right. So, but yeah, I mean, it was great. I loved it. I love every bit of this show. It's fun. I mean, it's hard work. It's a pain in the ass sometimes, but it's well
you guys,
worth it.
You for sure. Adam, sure, he's done a lot too with the editing and everything like that.
Yeah.
You guys have really done a great job.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you really have, and I want to thank you guys for allowing me to still participate in this, and it's been fun.
Dude, it wouldn't be the show without you.
Oh, sure.
It wouldn't. It really wouldn't, man. I mean, it's you know, basically like the Three Stooges and Kyle.
Yeah, Three Stooges and Kyle.
I mean, you know, we can call us the Four Stooges, but the reason I say and Kyle is because, you know, Kyle's new.
Sure.
I mean, new by as in 2 years. I mean, he's been on for almost 2 years now.
He's like D'Artagnan. We're the original Three Musketeers.
Exactly.
That's it. See how there's even a reference there. He's D'Artagnan.
Well,
he's got tan.
Oh, that's bad. You should say he's called. What you should say is D'Artagnan.
D'Artagnan.
That's so fucking.
Nice.
That's so racist.
It's so racist.
We're so horrible.
Oh, yeah. You know what, people? If you find that racist, just go hell. Okay.
You know, and it's great. I am so glad Kyle decided that he really wanted to be on the show and continue to doing this stuff, because he really adds to it.
His brother's awesome, too, by the way.
Huh?
His brother.
Oh, Kevin's incredible. Yeah. He's always one of my favorite guests, especially when he starts talking to shit to Martin and Jack Lock, because he's going to be the champion.
Yeah.
So good.
But yeah, man, it's been, like I said, it's been fun, and I'm looking forward to many more shows, many more interviews, and looking forward to meeting a lot more interesting people that we haven't met yet.
Well, you know, I think it's a pretty good idea. Is like, you guys out there that are listening, everyone who's listening. I mean, even people that I know personally, or people that Rum know personally, or Adam, or anybody, you know, Kyle, whoever knows any of these people personally. Anybody out there who's listening, do me a favor, please. If we decide to have a MHOG meet and greet, like where we just have all our fans and friends and whatnot decide to show up at a venue somewhere in the United States, we'll figure out a place. Would you guys be willing to do that?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Would you guys willing to meet, like, we'll say we're doing like the MHOG tour, you know, I just did air quotes in the air, you know, where where we start somewhere and then we go to another little venue, and then come home, you know, like, would you guys, if you're in that state, would you come to that venue, you know? If you would, let us know, and that way we can kind of map out where we would go.
Yeah, it'd be fun, because we'll bring some interesting people with us wherever we go. So.
Yeah, and we'll we could go to places like where Redmouth lives.
Yeah.
And then we'll have Redmouth on the show, and he could do a live fucking, you know, performance on the show. You know, that'd be kind of cool. Or we can go somewhere where nobody is, and we can say Alaska.
Or maybe one of the adult film star shows, and
right.
There's that.
I mean, we could do anything. You guys need to let us know what we can do if you guys are willing to come out and see us.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun.
We plan on doing another live show soon. We also going to do a something big for the 500th episode, which is only 50 away, which is not many.
No, that's that's end of summer, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So we're going to do something big for the 500th episode because that's a big deal to us. So I don't know what yet. We're still planning it, so be on the lookout for that. Rum will be invited to that because he always says he's not invited to things.
I'm not.
You're a dick.
That's all right.
But yeah.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, this has been fun. This has been a good episode.
It has. It's been kind of, exciting and new, and come aboard. I'm expecting you.
What?
The Love Boat.
Oh.
God. How did you let that go?
I don't know. I'm so out of it today.
Yeah, Rum's sick.
Yeah, I'm a little sick. So.
He's got a little illness going on. Adam is, I don't know what Adam's doing. He's busy doing some shit. I forgot.
He's in Disney.
No, he's not in Disney right now.
He's always in Disney.
He's actually going to be out for this episode and the following episode. So, I don't know if Rum's joining me Saturday or not. I don't know.
I'll have to find out.
But our guest this week is Chanel Ryan. She is the lead in the Circus of the Dead movie, which I watched again last night, actually.
So good.
Yeah, such a good fucking movie. Our movie review guy, Ryan Clapp, who is actually one of the clowns in the movie. His name is Noodle Dome in the movie. He is the taxidermist clown, basically. That's all I'm going to leave it at. I'm not going to tell you what he does, but he is the taxidermist clown.
Just watch the movie, but don't do it after you've eaten.
Correct. So, stick around, check out our shows and all that good stuff. Look up the dates and stuff, and also look at the event calendar of Babylon. We have a lot of shows coming up that the MHOG podcast has promoted and is sponsoring. So check those out. So that'll be about it.
Cool.
I guess I was your host, Wayne.
And I'm the rum guy.
Adam's not here. Kyle's somewhere else too. But we love everybody, and remember to keep it. Wahlburger. Yeah.
Adieu, parting is such sweet sorrow.
Go ahead and run. Run home and cry to mama.
Get the fuck out!
Okay then. That's it.